Shalom, shalom, Israel, coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying. First off, giving all praises, all honor, all glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, and all the teachers out there pushing this word in truth, with truth and sincerity. May you be of the elect. Shalom to all the Akim and the Akwath out there listening and learning. You Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians, who are the true children of Israel, as well as you speckled bird, Israelite foreigners, the Israelites that look like, act like, and take on the customs of all these heathen nations. So to you, I say shalom, and may you be of the elect. This lesson is brought to you by the Spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the true name of our Father, the God of the Bible, the God of the Israelites, Bahashem meaning in the name, and Yahweh Shai being the only begotten Son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls by the name of JC. All right, in this lesson, I don't want to say inspired, but it kind of is. Social media, right? I see, for those that are in the truth, right? It's not wise, and I learned this years ago from my big brother, Murph. All right, it's one thing to have zeal. Ain't nothing wrong with having zeal. It's good to have zeal towards Yahweh Shema Shai. But there's a time and a place for all things. And social media is not that's not where it's at, right? As far as an individual setting, right? What I mean is, like for instance, when we do lessons, our electronic epistles, it's for certain social media accounts to upload videos to share. Now, when there's different accounts such as, an example, Facebook, right? And you as an individual are posting things that are self-incriminating, as far as, posting up things that are related to Israelites, Israelite paraphernalia, if you will, you causing yourself a big situation, and those that are associated to you. You're not being wise. You're not being circumspect. You know this is right around the time of persecutions, but here you are basically posting things and let people know that you're an Israelite. And all they got to see is, oh, who's his friends? They must be all in the same group. And so as I'm saying this, I'm not saying this, to say that we're ashamed. Ain't none of us ashamed to speak on, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and teaching this word. And it's not about that. It's about being circumspect, not causing attention to yourself. As it was told to me, be Superman on the line, Clark Kent in the world. And I know a lot of y'all have heard this, and you still being Superman all over the internet. What is the purpose of that? I'm gonna tell you right now. If I see it, and it was told to me, and it took a little bit of time, some days, some weeks, to understand and see why he said what he said. And after that, I understood completely. Right? And so here it is. I see bros posting up stuff, Israelite paraphernalia again, if you will. I'm not gonna say nothing about it. Or if I see something extra violent that you posted, I'm not gonna comment, I'm not gonna like, because the thing, I have a business that I've got to run, so I can't be, I can't always post what I want to post or say what I want to say. I want to, of course, but there's a time and place for all things. You using wisdom. All right. I got a lot of people that come to my place of business. I don't care to see them. All right. I know they don't care to see me neither, but they need the work done, and I'll do the work. That's my work. We all have these situations. We all go to jobs that, we don't necessarily want to go to the job, but see people that we don't care to see. We all have these things. Or a boss that we got to answer to, we don't care for, but we got to do it anyway. There's always these things, But nonetheless, hey, there's a time and a place for all things, especially if you have people that you're associated to, all right? that are not in the truth, but you in the truth, and you have social media and they on your social media and you posting paraphernalia, what are you doing? You are not thinking at all. And you're certainly not thinking about the body when you do things like that. Now, don't get me wrong. It's okay. You could post, a precept from time to time. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I even try to do it. If I'm going to do it, I try to even do it without even putting KJV or, just put in basic terms, basic wording, but you understand the scriptures, stuff like that. But don't put none related to garments, right? And certainly don't make it a habit of only posting precepts, followed up with some paraphernalia or, white man is white. Don't do shit like that. Be circumspect. All right. So that's what this lesson is about. Titled, Jake been warned about posting on social media, self-incriminating. Right? Colossians 4:5, walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the time, because we know what time it is. We know Jacob's trouble is right around the damn corner. We know that persecutions is right around the corner. We know the mark of the beast is here. It's just not mandatory. It's not right now it's optional. It's not mandatory. But we got all these things on the table. Here you go, Jake posting up paraphernalia. Like, what are you doing, man? Right? So don't think that Jake don't like you. I love you, my brother. But I'm not going to say nothing to you. I'm not going to post nothing on your shit if you posting up things like that. I'm not going to do it. Walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the time. Just like, we around a bunch of people that don't know what's going on, right? You get a phone call from a brother. You don't, hey, shalom, y'all, no, you don't do that. Just keep it simple. Wom wom. Right? Because you're around those that are that were without wisdom. Right? And you don't know their mindset towards you or towards the brotherhood, towards Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You don't know none of that. Right? And you don't quickly take hold of somebody either. And it's, oh, this is my friend. No, they gotta be tried, man. They gotta be tested to see if they truly are a friend. Right? Anybody can sound good and talk good and vibes is cool. You gotta know who this person is. Right? As far as this word go. Otherwise, hey, keep it regular. That's it. And as far as them social media accounts, it should just be keeping it regular, man. Right? Ain't nothing wrong with posting some stuff here and there. Right? Here and there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. As far as like, a precept or, something positive, or you posting a picture about yourself, or, something like that. Stuff like that. But you don't post up you wearing a garment, or just taking a picture of a garment, or showing images of Israelites in paraphernalia, and putting down other nations. You don't do that. You don't post that kind of shit, man. Be smart. All right? Be smart about it. This is Sirach 13. I'm going to read 9 through 13. It says, if thou be invited of a mighty man, withdraw thyself, and so much the more will he invite thee. Press thou not upon him, lest thou be put back. Stand not far off, lest thou be forgotten. Right? So basically, you want to have yourself be seen, but you don't want to invite yourself, but you also don't want to be bashful. Right? You want to, there's a set, like a temperance, right? A temperance to all things, a balance to all things. Right? Verse 11, it says, affect not to be made equal unto him in talk, and believe not his many words. For with much communication will he tempt thee, and smiling upon thee will get out thy secrets. Because Jake be having a good time, endorphins flowing, they have, so Jake just started bumping his fucking gums, saying shit. What? Totally lost track of what's really happening, what's really going on. Being taken over by words, and now you is just saying shit, showing things. Verse 12 it says, but cruelly He will lay up thy words and will not spare to do thee hurt and to put thee in prison. See that? You throwing your pearls out there and it's getting trampled from these motherfuckers, man. Cast not thy pearls before swine, or they will trample and render you. You know, roughly paraphrasing. And this is the point right here. Verse 13, it says, observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in peril of thy overthrowing. Posting on social media, Israelite paraphernalia. What are you doing? I know I want to see the downfall of my enemies. You're not going to be able to see yours. You're going to throw yourself in the brigade, in the prison system soon enough. Don't give them ammo to come after you. Give them nothing. Take from them everything. Did you not watch 300? God damn, Jake. Just keep it regular. Keep it simple on social media, man. Observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in peril of thy overthrowing. When thou hearest these things, awake in thy sleep. You see that? And that's what's wrong with the 2/3. They're gonna remain asleep. All right? They're gonna remain in this state. All right? This is what they chose. All right? So don't sit there and join them. All right? In a way that you're not paying attention. Cause Jake know these things. Jake know not to post shit like this on social media, but Jake can't help himself. Again, I understand you got zeal. We all got zeal. But damn it, don't throw yourself in harm's way. Proverb 29:11. A fool uttereth all his mind. Let me just post this and I'll post that. Yeah. Look at me, y'all. Yeah, look at you. That's not wise at all. You're not doing anything good for yourself. A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it in till afterwards. Again, I be seeing stuff and I be wanting to say something so bad, bro. I be wanting to like a comment. I be wanting to say something, but I can't because I got my business and a lot of people that are connected to my business, as well as, the brotherhood. I have to be careful. So I would also advise other brothers that are in the truth to be careful in what you're posting. Right? Be mindful, not only of yourself, but the body as well. Because you can't just be thinking about your damn self. You got to think about the brotherhood. Right? And don't be doing nothing that's going to be damning towards the ministry. That the ministry be blamed. You see? So you got to be careful when you be doing these things. Right? But that's pretty much all I had. Right? So Lord willing, this is edifying. Giving all praises, all honor, all glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rchach, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops, Great Millstone, all the teachers out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity. May you be of the elect. Stay prayed up, repent, abab, Kwam Yasharallah, Shalom.